I'm going to talk to that part of you that's perceiving from a place that's not originating in your brain. So because you have this beautiful body this time around, it comes with it this whole package of neurology, this whole nervous system. It's absolutely beautiful, but it distorts how you hear, how you perceive, how you understand, and most of all, it distorts your own identity. Stay listening from inside your torso. Stay listening from down deep, even deeper than your belly. Maybe from your pelvic bowl, if you're listening from there. Drop down. Whatever you've known to be true always has been true. And you mightn't have words for it. And there are no words for it. And that's okay. But the neurological setup wants words, labels, understanding, distraction, novelty, change, excitement. It has an insatiable appetite. But that's just the mind. It's just a circuitry of electrical pathways in your brain. You're not that. Down deep inside you, stay there. And if you ask down deep inside you, well, what's wrong with this? What's wrong with this? If you get a few sentences of an answer, then your brain has cranked up a response and it's taken over. And you've shifted to listening to your brain instead of the core of your being. So drop right down inside. For most people, when we ask, what's wrong with this? Or, what do I need now? What do you need now? You might get no answer, and you might get the word nothing. I'm going to try and line up your brain with that inner knowing that's inside you. If we can encourage our brains to bow down to the inner wisdom that's inside us, if we can change the sequence so that the inner wisdom comes first, and that what's created out of matter comes second. And the brain is created out of matter. It really does come second. One way of lining them up is by telling your mind that this is as good as it gets. Your life right now, your life, your thoughts, your emotional being, your bank account, this is as good as it gets. All of it. But when the mind is constantly rejecting the way things are right now, it's not still enough to drop in to pure consciousness itself. And we tend to look to the mind for answers, and the mind will only look to external things for answers. So we're off in that cycle of being lost in the story of our life. So I want to change a circuitry here with you. Inviting your mind to accept the fact that this is as good as it gets. This is as good as it gets. This is as good as it gets. I remember when the National Lottery started in Ireland. And they did a study I don't know, maybe 10 years later or something, looking at the whole phenomenon of lottery winning and what did it do to people. And they found that 2 years after an enormous lottery win, people reverted to the exact same state of mind prior to the win. They were exactly in the same, it just distracted them for 2 years, that's all it did. But they were exactly where they were. Whether they had more material possessions or blew the whole lot, it really didn't matter. They were saying, actually I feel the very same as I did before the win. It took 2 years for the chaos to calm down. There is nothing in the outside world that's going to permanently be an answer for you, be the solution for you. There is nothing that can do it. That's the joke. That's the cosmic play. Nothing on the outside can do it. It can't. If it could, we'd all be queuing up and we'd be just after that thing and it would work, you know, and the solution would be something external. It's not. The solution is internal. It is. We know it. But we dip in and we leave it because we kind of want something better on the outside simply because we're listening to the mind. We're just listening to the yakety-yak of that neurological concoction of impulses. We turn it into story and we give it meaning and we say it's important and we think it'll make us happy. But this is as good as it gets. The state of mind you have now, this is as good as it gets. It might deviate a little bit, but really this is as good as it gets. You're still just going to have yourself to deal with. Give your mind permission to accept that this is as good as it gets. Your mind is in service to pure consciousness. Whatever that is for you, that which underpins everything, that which is in the same in everything, that which moves everything, or that which is nothing with a capital N. I mean, it's nothing, totally nothing. And that's fine too. So what if your mind is to serve the core of your being? The gut, but deeper than the gut. You know, gut instinct kind of comes from there, but I'm talking about something deeper. So whether you have a strong intuition or not, go deeper than that. That kind of still, solid rock or a cushion. It can appear as a cushion, like a soft landing place. And it doesn't tell any story, you see. But yet, it's full of wisdom. Yet it directs everything. It just doesn't have to think about it. Doesn't have to think about it. Hooray! And what do? We say, no, my mind has to be in charge here, because we're so used to having our brains running the show that we don't listen to this automatic movement forward, and we imagine that by superimposing our thinking system on top of it, we'll do a better job, actually. We'll improve on it. The joke is on us, folks. The joke is on us. So if this makes sense to you, change the sequence. Is your mind going to bow down to that which moves? You can call that beingness, you can call it the core of your being, you can call it God, you can call it nothingness, you can call it the emptiness. Any label at all will do. That inner wisdom, that all-knowing, but it doesn't know what it knows. It's not using labels and words. It's much more refined. That essence. Can that be number one? Can that guide your way forward? Your mind is going to do its level best to sabotage that. But it's up to you. Where are you looking from? Are you down here, or are you up in cuckoo land, from someplace from the chin up there where it's just crazy, wacky, fluttering, yakety yak, any story will do. What were you thinking about 3 minutes ago? You don't know. What are you going to be thinking about in a minute's time? What were you thinking about 2 thoughts ago? Gone. Oh, but when you're thinking it is very important, because it gets all your attention, no? If you look at it, it's so fickle. You know, it's just so fickle. Don't listen to it. It will always be busy. It's always going to be saying some old garbage. But the thing is, you know, let the volume be lower. If something else that's deeper is driving the body-mind mechanism, your character, your personality, if something deeper is actually taking the initiative all the time, it doesn't matter what it's saying. It will automatically be turned down because your attention is gone back to source. It's not just up here from the neck up. Your attention is inside. For some, the attention feels like it's kind of outside your head even, behind, back, out there. And for others, and I think I've never met somebody that this doesn't work on, so I'm going to give you this trick for dropping into that place. Because if, for example, you have anxiety or depression, or, you know, you're very worried about something, if your mind is very active, it's very hard to drop in. It's like, gosh, I can't find that place. I'm just caught up in my story. Here's a way to find that seems to work for everybody. Imagine that down the side of your body, that there's a slice, that there's a line down the side, not the center, but down the side of your body, the whole way down. Put your attention behind that midline. So it's like you've been sliced from front to back. And put your attention behind that midline. It's kind of the God place, you know. It's a great little technique. It does something to our neurology, and thump. You're listening. Can you find it? Yeah. It's a lovely one. You can do it anywhere. And the more often that you practice that, it's like, whoop, drop back. The more often that you practice it, the more you're listening to the mind actually reduces. the volume of the mind goes down because you're not invested in it. All your attention isn't there, promoting it to find the new, what's next, or let's go back to yesterday. The speed of your mind slows down because you're not feeding that with all the blood supply, you're just not sending your life force there. Put your body behind that midline, or put your attention behind the midline down the side of your body. And if mind complains about it, here's the thing to tell it. This is as good as it gets. It's wired to want more. It's just wired. That's what just keeps us going. Otherwise, why would we do anything? It's part of the mechanism just to keep us striving and improving, and it's a beautiful part of being human. But if you're sitting in a hall like this, there's something more. And you'll have the maturity enough to actually continue with your life without just, I'm just going to lie on a sofa and wait to wake up because I don't have to do anything. It's like, it's not quite like that. Life continues. Life continues. But where are you looking from? What are you invested in? What's driving the ship? And your life might change, and your friends might change, and you might find, oh God, I've no inner pull at all to go to that event. And I kind of need to go, to show up, to play my performer role, So these choices come. Be brave, have courage, because you're either bowing down to that inner movement, or you're bowing down to your mind and the games of something out there will help me to distract myself, gain more, which of course it doesn't, because it's always temporary, and it's the next one, and the next thing, and the next thing, and darn, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. So a shift in our lifestyle does come. It comes. And somehow it's okay. The fear of it is worse than actually the change itself, The idea of it, as usual, the mind's version of what will happen is worse than the actual event itself. So is your attention still behind that midline? And if mind pops up, will I remember this tomorrow? This is great, but gosh, it's kind of boring. What time is it? She's ever going to start asking questions. It's like, it's okay, this is as good as it gets. This is as good as it gets. This is as good as it gets. It's very important, when the mind cranks up, do you give it your attention or do you not? You've got to be able to kind of crack that one and say like, I see you. I see you, mind. I see you. There you go again. I see you. I see you. Not buying it. No matter what it comes up with. I'm not buying it. Anyway, let's sit down and see if minds has questions. Or we could just sit down and just, the show's over, really, really it's over. We could sing. And we could just do nothing. and watch the boredom come up, and watch the distraction come up, and watch the anger come up. I paid for this, can't you sit there? You know, like, this is what mind will do, no? It'll churn any kind of garbage, like anything at all. Whatever your value system is, your sense of right and wrong, they're the most potent ones. They're the most potent ones. The ones that bow down to your own value system. They're the ones that catch you every time, because we tend to be attached to our value system. So even that has to go. Alrighty. Let's see what happens.